Yes, Abu.
Okay, so
Wait,
we have
Abu.
this guest. Her name is Miss Sanne, and she's the director and founder of Mother Jungle or Jungle Mother. I'm so bad. I don't know.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Abu,
in front of what,
you
ma'am?
signed me out of Zoom.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, you are sitting on laptop, no? You can raise your laptop ka voice. We can hear you very low, ma'am.
No,
Your voice.
no, ma'am, it's perfect.
But my laptop, it's 100% sound.
I don't.
हाँ अभी आ रही है.
Now.
Yes, now it is
Ma'am, I will say your name,
Ma'am,
okay?
who is the guest? She's the founder and
Okay.
director of.
Yes, she
I'll be the
is
host.
originally
Amazon
her nationality is from Holland. Okay, she's a Hollander, and her name is Miss Sanne, and she works in Indonesia. She has her organization. She's the founder and director of Mother Jungle. Okay, an
Yes, Abu.
organization that works towards the sustainability of the environment. Not only that, also cultures as well. So we are so blessed to have her, and she has only 20 minutes in hand. She's a very busy woman. So I want you all to go ahead and interact, ask her as many questions as possible, see what she has to give you, and gain and learn, and just enjoy.
Ma'am, why only
the time
20 minutes?
because
Then you will take?
no,
Thank
I
you,
will
ma'am.
not take.
Why?
अरे holiday cancel.
Okay, ma'am, you'll not take that. I'll ask
Ma'am,
father to put your
leave
meeting.
early. Then we can leave early, ma'am.
No, you can leave early.
Ma'am, I am fasting.
Okay, guys, you can actually inform your brothers and sisters if you're around.
Yeah. Come on, go. The Rightians, call them in.
मुस्फिरा.
Safia, mute yourself.
अरे मुस्फिरा नहीं बाबा, Rightians चाहिए.
Okay.
Come on. Mohammed Saqib needs to be there.
Mute.
Farhana Abdullah needs to be there.
I got Safia well in. Okay. Alfia, ma'am, finish your food soon.
I did, sir. I was having boiled eggs.
That's okay. That's the
I didn't
best.
have breakfast.
Okay, all right. I think we are all set. It's okay. No. Be who you are. Enjoy this wonderful educator we've got. And I'm sorry I had to let her go.
Wake him up, Abdullah.
Okay.
It's about time you. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, okay.
Abdullah
I don't know.
Patel.
Abdullah, why don't you pick up your mobile and call? See, it's an experience. It's okay if you.
Call Mohammed.
it's fine.
Yeah. Everybody, come on.
The
go
ones
ahead.
who are here, I'm calling. It's okay.
Wake her up. Aisha's sleeping. Mohammed is sleeping. Aren't you being?
But ma'am,
cute?
for how many minutes, ma'am? We do 20 minutes only, right?
Yeah, we got in 20 minutes. It's an experience. It's okay. If they can come and go, it's okay. Otherwise, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing to worry about. I'll just call up.
I'm getting excited. They should join.
No.
Right
I think
now.
now I should ask. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, don't worry. It's okay. I think you guys are there. See, SDG is something so vital and so pivotal. Someone who is SDG school that she's in, it's a green school in Bali. It is supposed to be the best school in the world. Trust me. I mean that's how. And she started now in Vietnam.
I thought that the best school was in
Julia
Finland.
can join Safia. Okay, so you can be in one. I don't want three devices in one room itself, using the same ID. Okay, Saklay and Humaira, keep your videos on. No, it's okay. Just put a show that get people in and excited. Humaira, put your show on. Okay, 1 minute. I'll just quickly take a couple of calls and inform people.
Ahmad, Rushda. I think we can pull them in. So you see the similarity? She has a sustainable school. We call ourselves sustainable unschool. So yeah,
How
let's
can
understand.
Ahmad
He
come?
said
He
that-
himself is not there.
Exactly. That's the reason I was saying let's pull Ahmad and Rushda in.
He
Let's
thought that
understand.
it was 10 minutes break and he will done after
Emma
10 minutes.
joined.
He said no, he will done after 10 minutes.
Ahmad, get Rushda. Oh God, my hands are turning cold. I don't know why. I'm nervous.
Okay, it's see. At the end of the day, I feel Shruti ma'am left. Shruti should have been here. She would have enjoyed it. Anyway, I'll just drop a message to Sanne that we're all set.
My Abdullah is calling his buddies. He's like, come on, join in. Oh God.
Ma'am, he called Yahya and he's coming.
Yeah. Perfect. This is good. Why is he taking credit for yeah? I called him. Abdullah,
Oh, God.
no, I didn't call. No, whatever happens, you should be.
No, sir, but Yaya will listen to Abdullah only. So
That's true. Okay, I hope my this is how I work with my laptop. If I can get it working and ready. Okay, good.
yes, Rushda, come fast. Thank you,
All right.
Mohammed, for waking up. Thank you, Abdullah, for getting Mohammed.
Okay.
Hi, Javeria.
All right. Let's quickly welcome
There
our
she is.
guest,
We have
and
her.
we have Sanne. Sanne, are you there? Can you hear us?
Oh, wait, let me unmute. Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you so much, Sanne, for being here. And that's short notice. The entire battalion is out here. You've got short time, so what I'll quickly do, I'll introduce you to the entire students out here. This is the team called Golden Sparrow, Sanne. They are all
Yes.
unschoolers, so they decided the school's not for them. So they decided to put up their own team, and they learn together. We call the biggest team Mandela, and the younger one are Wright. This is from the Wright brothers and Nelson Mandela. Let me welcome very quickly the Green Educator. I've heard her, I've heard her in SDG workshop. I've heard her in the recent Mind Mingle program. An amazing personality. There she is, Sanne. And Sanne is all the way from the Dutch. So she's from Holland. She did her master's, bachelor's in music education. You should tell us what is that. That's very interesting. I think some of them would love to pursue a program in arts and culture. Sanne, I would love that you talk about your journey. What made you shift from a lovely, almost close to Scandinavia, the entire region, all the way to Asia, in Indonesia, where she worked in the Green School in Bali, and then she moved over to found Mother Jungle. We would love to know what Mother Jungle is. And right now, she is at part of the Genesis School. Is that right, Sanne?
Yes, that's right.
In Hanoi, Vietnam. Wonderful. I think, Sanne, these are the group of bunch where there is the teacher, Alfia Soni. Alfia, ma'am, you can say hi. And
Hello, and welcome. Thank
Hi,
you so much
Alfia.
for joining us.
Oh, it's incredible what you're doing. I'm looking at this picture and I'm very happy to see this, the next generation being involved in green education.
we really want to know from you, Sanne, what it means to be a green educator. It's over to you and Alfia, ma'am. It's your kids, and then go ahead. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much for giving me the
Greenest
floor.
I could be, yes.
Well, your wall is green, so at least you have something green behind you. I don't have anything except for some plants here. So yeah, I have so many questions for you actually. To hear that there is a bunch of people unschooling, I would like to know more. But let me first introduce myself a little bit and tell me more about my journey going from Holland to Indonesia. I was working in Holland and I saw a lot of young people from all different ages, but in the end, from around 18 years till 25 years was mostly what I was teaching at the university. And a lot of new knowledge shared with the next generation, but actually I became worried. I saw, just as in India, I think there is a lot of digital devices in every household. We had at least 4 digital devices in every restaurant where I was sitting and eating. I saw the kids playing with their telephones, not talking to their parents anymore, and almost like not living the real life, but living the online life. So I had a sort of a moment in which I was teaching experience marketing about the future of the world and where we are going. And I thought, this is not at all what I think is what I envision the world to be. So I wanted to take how do you call it? I wanted to just travel back in time, travel to the old days where we were having connections with each other and talking to each other and having better, not only digital media, but also connections really. So I developed an understanding of education in the world, and I found the Green School Bali, which is the pioneer school in the world of green education, where of course technology is used, but in a purposeful way. And the building is beautiful. I can maybe share my screen so that you can see a picture of the building, maybe for the students to have a better understanding of what I mean. It was in the middle of the jungle. And that means also that we're surrounded with green. So this is let me see, a picture of the green school. Can you see my screen?
Wow.
So
Wow.
it's really beautiful. It's all open. The world is, you know, you can see the world outside. You have the gardens, you have the bamboo buildings, and this is just a piece of what is built. The land is surrounded with primary school, early years, and all different buildings of bamboo. So very beautiful place to work and to live, and also to be inspired about green education. But then at the same time, I lived in Bali and I saw different pictures. I will show you one of the pictures that I was just reading about India actually, and I think that you are fighting with the same kind of difficulties with the pollution and with the difficulties. But Bali has, you know, it is supposed to be the paradise island of the world. And at the same time, it was in 2019, and this is actually what National Geographic is writing about here, that this is the picture that was happening in front of my house. So I lived 5 minutes from the beach, and it was the season of the windy season. So on a certain moment in 2019, I could walk to the beach and this was what I saw. So I'm really, really worried about what is happening, not only in the world, but especially in Asia, with the government not making decisions for the world of the nature and the forest. And so I will show you another picture of where I am right now, which is also, you know, Hanoi in Vietnam is one of the places in the world, which is, I think, the 5th most polluted city in the world. So now moving to Hanoi and understanding what the world here looks like is this picture. Let me show you, I think here. This is what I am seeing, and I think that maybe looked familiar for you. I don't know how busy it is in the place where you're living, but I think India has a lot of people too, a lot of pollution. And even me arriving here was the most shocking moment, because the people that were working here, I said, oh, it's almost raining almost every day, but they said, no, that's the pollution. You cannot see the blue sky. You see no sky, almost like 80% of the year, you cannot see the blue sky. You can only see the pollution clouds. So coming from Bali, the dirty island, and at the same time, Indonesia being such a beautiful island, at that time, working at the Green School, I really saw that there's a need for not only focusing on the new world of education, but also going back in time and really focusing on what did we do before? What are the people doing in the forest to take care of nature, and how can we learn from that? So that is the reason why I set up Mother Jungle as an organization to focus on entrepreneurial learning, but at the same time, professional development for people from 18 to 25 years old who lost the trust in education, but to share with them how the indigenous communities are still living nowadays and how we can still learn from them. So I'm showing some pictures here from, let me see, Mother Jungle pictures. Let me see if I have some pictures here. I actually don't have it here. I will share some more pictures online, but I just wanted to share with you. Sorry?
Somebody saw it already?
So I think that the
a file name was there, like Mother Jungle. That the jungle name was there and picture was there. Picture was written.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't hear that question. Can you repeat that, Daewoo?
He says that he saw a file that says Mother Jungle, so they are very smart.
Oh, very good. You're checking with me. Wait, yeah, I have some pictures here. Let me open the file. So in this case, I think you know, that's what I can share within a short moment, that the indigenous communities who are living in India, the indigenous communities who are living in the world, are still holding a lot of knowledge, and for us to appreciate that knowledge and see how we can integrate that in our education system and learn from the stories that they're sharing is something that I'm passionate about. And the storytelling, I think if you're focusing on urbanization, which you have been doing, I think you're focused on SDG 11 in the last months with the urbanization and the things that we can do in in this picture, you see the beauty and the colorful connection between the indigenous communities. I invited a lot of people from all around the different forests in Indonesia to come to Green School and have big events to share with each other the spiritual experience and also learning from each other. And these young girls that you're seeing on the left side are interns that I was coaching at that time. They were, I think, for about 17 years up till 25 years old. And they were coming from the forest, indigenous young people. And actually, I started thinking about Mother Jungle because I did not only share my knowledge with them, which is more Western knowledge, but I also, they shared a lot with me, which is the local knowledge and the indigenous knowledge. How do you read the nature, for example? I presented on a festival called the Ubud Reader and Writer Festival, and I invited one of the indigenous elder ladies from the forest in Sulawesi. And she told me, and she was just, that area was hit by a tsunami a few weeks before. And she told me that she knew already because the roosters were making sounds at 10 o'clock at night. And she said, I did just know that something was going to happen because normally the roosters are not making any sounds at night. So it's really like, that's an example of the signs that nature is giving to us, which we forgot in the Western world. We don't really remember how to listen to nature. Another example is from Simelu Island, which is an island in the west, in Sumatra of Indonesia. There was a tsunami coming into the you know, in 2004 when the big tsunami happened. I don't know if you were already there, if you were alive in 2004, but there was a big tsunami happening and the island was hit. And there were almost no people who died because the indigenous women, the elder grandmothers, had been talking about what is happening in case of a tsunami. You see the water go away, you see the fish coming up, you hear the sounds, the certain sounds of nature. So how do we go back to that knowledge and how do we integrate that in knowledge of the future? So that's the vision and that's what we're focusing on. And that's how I stepped away from only Western knowledge, focusing on sustainable solutions from innovations that we have, which, for example, technology is purposefully used for sustainable solutions, but also appreciating the happy information from the elder generation that we should not forget.
Wow. I think before Sanne
Short
goes
story.
away, no, Sanne, I think it is very inspiring. And I just realized one thing, that honestly, I got married the year tsunami happens. When people ask me, I said, that's when, you know, so none of them were born. The ones who are listening to us are not, were not born then.
Yes.
They were not born. Alfia ma'am, your journey and teaching SDG, how challenging it is. Sanne is here.
Yes, I mean, I was so blown. I mean, I was so engrossed while you were talking about how we can go back and listen to nature. Like, you know, that concept of mere just reading nature out. It does tell us so many things and it gives us so many points that can help us in future, you know. And I do agree with you. Like, you know, we are so much focused on sustainability in itself as a concept. It's just as a concept, you know, and people are not making it a way of life. So I try my best. I'm just a mere teacher, you know, and I try my best to make my children get to experience what sustainability truly is. And really, I would be the happiest person if they even understand what sustainability is. You know,
Yes.
just the meaning of what sustainability can be. I try my level best. And they do, they have come up, you know, they have made me proud on so many levels. Like when it comes to spreading awareness, these kids have gone out, like during the state of lockdown and pandemic, they have made a movie on the
Nice.
sustainable development goals, you know.
Share it. I
So
would like to see that one too.
yes, I would really love to show you. So do we have the girls movie? If we can just show her.
I will
It's-
send it to her because
Oh, sure,
Sanne is
yeah.
here. I want these children to talk to her because
Yes,
she's made this choice. You know, for me, someone
I
moving
know.
from Europe and just leaving everything, Mother Jungle, it's choice. Who wants to go and ask her? Speak to Sanne, guys, go.
Yes, please ask me any question if you like.
She's not as dangerous as she looks like, right? She's pretty good.
I have big
How
teeth.
many countries have you
I cannot
traveled?
bite.
Okay,
How many-
Munib, yes. Yeah, you had a question.
How many countries have you traveled?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that
How many
question? Or maybe...
countries have you been to?
Oh, how many countries? Oh, that's a very good question. In Europe, we are, traveling a lot too. So I think for about 20 different countries.
20 different countries. That's
Yes.
Like
Which
what?
one do you like the most?
Okay, we'll let Farhana ask. Yeah, go ahead, Farhana.
What are the difficulties that you faced, like when you left the Western and you started moving to the jungle and started the school? That what were the difficulties?
That's a good question too. I have been facing some difficulties with language, of course. In Indonesia, every island has a different language. So there is Bahasa Indonesia, which is the language of the country. And then on every single island, they have a local language. So we're making films, we're making documentaries in every different island. So that means that if we're filming the people in the local community, we have to always bring a translator, because the translator can only connect to the people and I cannot speak to them. So I think the most difficult one is understanding other people who don't speak your language with hand and feet, with your body, and with empathy.
True, so true. The only Indonesian word that I know is swadikap.
Does that mean? I don't even know that.
I don't. That's supposed to mean hello. Like that's how they greet maybe.
Oh yeah.
They they join hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's maybe an island that Sanne has not visited yet. It's an
No,
archipelago, right?
No, it's Bahasa Indonesia. Like that's okay. Anyway.
Can you speak some words in Netherlands?
Means
In Dutch.
Yeah, in Dutch. I can say, hallo, hoe gaat het met jullie? Ik ben zo blij om jullie te ontmoeten. Which means, hello, how are you doing? I'm so very happy to meet you today.
Thank you. Dutch is a very nice language. I really liked it.
Yes. Oh, yeah, maybe you have to learn the language then. And come to visit Holland one time. When I go back and you are there, then we can meet each other there.
With all the tulips, perhaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the tulips.
Sanne, who wants to ask? Go ahead. Sanne,
When did you
what does it
realize
mean to
that
be an educator?
you wanted to do something for nature?
Yes, that's right. I wanted
When
to
did
do
you
something.
realize?
Oh, actually, you know what? I think the most, and it's a good question too. You have really good questions. What I think is most important for me to understand that I appreciated nature was to not have access to nature. So Holland is a country where everything is man-made. So as you have the beautiful forest in India, and also here in Vietnam, there is still primary forest, you have the ocean, you have the mountains, but Holland has no primary forest, doesn't have any mountains, and there are no nature that is coming from nature. So everything is man-made. We are making nature with our hands. So on the moment that I started to understand that actually what we call nature in Holland is next nature, I understood I cannot let that happen in the rest of the world. So I went to the countries where there is still the primary nature to take care of it so they don't lose it.
Okay, Sanne, one question from my side. You see, the world is obsessed with Western culture, Western education. Everybody just wants to go to West,
Yes.
you know, like to the West is their motive in some stage of their lives or something. People want to imitate. These are young children. These are the young minds, like, you know, they are still in the molding process. How can we as stakeholders, you know, connect them to nature? Like,
do you have a nature around you, or is it far away from nature?
Right, yes, we are located in this satellite city called Navi Mumbai, and it does have green in like, you know, where it is. And yes, I think we do have.
It rains here.
It rains a lot here. So there are parks and there are joggers parks that we have over here. So yes, we can say we are close.
You do have some nature there.
Yes.
So I think the most difficult part of here in Hanoi, there is not so much nature directly around us. We have a school with a green place. Let me share another picture maybe so that you know where I am right now.
Yes, Sanne, I got a lot of questions from students that is there Wi-Fi in your school because it's in jungle? So I said I wrote down the message, but you can answer that.
Well, the interesting part is that there is Wi-Fi. Here we are in the city, but when I was at Green School, there was no city around, but they did have good Wi-Fi. And the funny part was also that when it's raining, I don't know if you're facing that there too, the Wi-Fi becomes really bad. So on the moment that it rains, there's no good Wi-Fi. This is where we are right now. So as you see from above, there is a garden around, and you see a little bit of green on the rooftops, and the building has been built with respect for nature. So it's different kind of, it's not concrete, but it's like, how do they call it? Bricks, non-fired bricks. You see on top here, you see the solar panels, and there is a water catchment system. So the school is a green building, but if you look around, you see a lot of bad, well, bad, I call it bad,
jungle.
actually concrete jungle, which is a different environment.
Right.
So my advice would still be, if you get the chance to be outside, but of course we're working here, you're all 12 to 16 years old, isn't it?
Yes, there are some 9-year-olds here.
Yeah, so some 9 years old, some 12 years old, so maybe they have more possibilities to travel themselves. If you're with the school, I don't know if you're close to parks or to forests, but I think the only keywords to education for sustainability is make it fun. You cannot not do anything without having fun. So the question for everybody in this group is, what do you like to do? Do you like to film? Well, maybe then do that and observe the plants from close and make a nice film. Do you like to write, or do you like to read? Go to the
How do you
park
predict the
and
nature in
sit there
pandemic?
and just be and read in the park. I didn't hear that question. Can you?
How do you
repeat it
protect the
again?
nature during the pandemic? Because you
Oh,
can't go out.
yes. You cannot really go out. So in the class, for example, we have a green teacher here, and she has been working with the students to plant at home. So they were making little plants. They were having an experience to seed in the home and to grow and to draw and to cook with it. So it's a seed to table program where you can also cook with the outcomes of what you have been growing. And I think in that case, if you're living in the city, it's best to do some vertical gardening because you don't have a lot of space. So it's better to grow something to the rooftop instead of only on the ground. You can still grow herbs or tomatoes or something small on your balcony. And you can do it yourself. You don't need your parents for that. You can just do it with a seed and make it grow. And that's really fun to see something that you planted.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
No, so
there are a lot of questions. I don't know if she has to go. Sanne, if you had to redo everything in your life, would you go back and do the same thing?
Yes, of course, being here is a very different experience than living in Holland already for years. You know, it's different, but I am very passionate about what I'm doing. So I don't think that any other place would be better than living here, because as you see on the pictures, Bali was incredibly dirty, and Hanoi, same story. So we really have a lot of things to do. So I think you're doing a great job in helping the young generation that is here with us to understand what the needs are of where we are. And India, I think, is the most polluted country in general in the world. So time to step up for the rights of your green next generation. Wow. So I have to almost go now, but I really want to give one more question, one more opportunity to ask the last question. And then I can always zoom in again. So you can always tell me if you have another meeting or if you want me to come back. So let's do one question, and then all the other questions can be on a later.
Sure. We would love to have you back, Sanne. It was it was too short to be like, we couldn't even get the most out of it. But we take one last question. Who wants to go?
Ma'am, me.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am, in which country there was more sustainability?
In what country is the most sustainable country? Do you mean that?
Yes.
Yes.
I think the country that is at this moment quite developed in that way is, I would say, Finland or Sweden, Holland is also very well developed, but I think we have more people on a small, in small place. So in the northern part of Europe, it's more developed in that way. And I think Canada also has some really good developments in that way. And on the other hand, where do you find the most sustainability? Where do you find the most beautiful nature? I think is in your country. Your country is a very beautiful country. I did not get the chance to be there because I have been working very hard in all different countries, but I have a lot of people who are continuously asking, come. So I think hopefully on one moment I can see it with my own eyes. But I think India is really beautiful and very well developed in technology and in still holding the indigenous knowledge. So
Wow.
take care of it.
Truly, truly. And we would love to meet you in person too. Like, so whenever you plan on coming to India, do buzz us so that we can have, like, a heart-to-heart conversation maybe. Meet
That's
you in
right,
person.
yes.
It
And I
would
like
be
the part
amazing.
from Abdullah, what he's saying is the happiest country. I think that might be true, yes. Why nature is still there, they're also the happiest country in the world. So
Wow.
yeah, put a garden on the roof. I agree with that. Thank you for these posts. I like that you are posting at the same time some comments.
Right, right. I think Sanne, they would not let you go, but I know you have. Thank you so much for all the time, and thank you so much for being here. The only thing I want to tell them is, being a green educator, the Sanne is, there's so much of joy in when she speaks.
Yes.
SDG sometimes becomes a subject. It's not just a subject; it's life, and she's
It's
living her
life,
life, right?
exactly. Yes, yes. So thank you for inviting me. Thank you from Vietnam, and good luck everybody for there. Share with me your projects. I mean, we're starting soon our school here, so we can always zoom in with other kids and let them
Wow.
connect to you.
Guys, you liked her? Can you give her a thumbs up? You enjoyed her? Yeah? Oh, wow. I
Yeah.
can see all those thumbs ups from there. Right, Sanne. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for being there in such a short notice.
Thank you very much, guys. Have fun there. I'll see you in the near future.
Right. Bye-bye, Sanne.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Alfia, ma'am, it's all yours. Go ahead and you want to talk to the kids now.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye bye.
So, okay. So how did you guys feel? Come on, share your experience. Let's talk it out. Come on. Who will tell me?
Doubts of a field trip. Can we go to that school?
Farhana, we are, let's start.
Let's collaborate, please. Let's make our school a green school. Come on, come on.
Wow, wow.
Let's do it. I feel so inspired, honestly speaking, that there she is. She has a green school. She's a green educator. Golden Sparrow. What's the name of her school? Come on. What's the full name of her school?
Golden Sparrow and
Golden Sparrow, a sustainable and school.
Yes. Do you understand the meaning?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Sustainable.
Do you think we are doing justice? Do you think we are living up to the name?
yeah.
yes,
We
ma'am.
are trying. We are trying. And yes, definitely. So I see a few enthusiasts. Yes, I have taken classes in both the batches. And there are certain people who are very keen on what sustainability is. They love working towards it. There are a few who just want it to be like an EVS subject. But nonetheless, I believe the Wrightians, you possess qualities of a change maker. This is what I believe. All the rights that are present over here, you have the qualities of change maker. This is what I see in you when I take your sessions, okay? And for the Mandalas, I wouldn't be surprised if you go ahead and innovate something for the world to use. So you are the innovators for me. And when I come up with topics of SDG, I want you to put in more, okay? Maybe I'll get you the core and I want you to build around it.
Alfia, ma'am, I love the way you put it. The Wright brothers were the innovators, and Nelson Mandela was the change maker. And slapping it, and I love it, because what I like about your students, Alfia ma'am, and I'll be honest with you, I don't want to praise them right now, but I had a good conversation. What I like, number one, is the respect they give to anybody who comes in. Sometimes, maybe 2 years back, I would be very scared. They will come back and write down something which is inappropriate. They would not respond. Today I saw Ahmed such politely said you should have a rooftop garden. No, Ahmed, I'm proud of the answers you're writing. The way you put it across, the questions you're asking. It is innocent. I don't want you to pretend. They were not
Right.
pretending. Whatever you
Right.
like, which is the most number one. I like that the way they respect. Number two, the maturity the Mandelas are showing, the questions that are happening from right. Very nice. I mean, I'm proud to get these guests. Number three, and yesterday what I spoke, continuing, it's for all of you, for all the Farhanas and Abdullahs and Saklains out there and Safiyas out there. Life is much beyond just doing engineering and medical. There is a lady who's given up everything to open up a school in Hanoi, Vietnam. I mean, amount. What do we do at the end of the day? You are number of days you spend on earth, and we don't know how many days we've got. Create a change. MashaAllah, Allah has given an opportunity to each one of you to be that change maker. You don't have to study things you don't want to study. But this subject, SDG, is a subject that will not change your life, will change your life, people around you. So I mean, to me, if you become an SDG activist, you are a dreamer. You will change it. So look beyond, like really do something proud of yourself. I mean, do something very, very interesting. I think I'll get a little emotional. So go ahead,
No, I was inspired. How many of y'all have watched Super 30? Super 30 movie, Hrithik Roshan's movie. Yes, how many of y'all have watched? Yes. You know what? I was so inspired by that line, sir. The way he goes and he tells his children, "Dhundo, dhundo." Search for the problem, search for answers in the problem, dhundo, just go exploring. So think of yourself as explorers, observe your surrounding, just think of something. I don't know, in the recent SDG class we spoke about toilets. How many of y'all remember Rohit Fen from Bangalore, India? Yes, Mandela. Oh, there he is. Ahmed remembers. Yes, Mudapir. So, sir, this boy was just 16-year-old, and he created this vacuum flush, vacuum flush, he named it as, that saves 6 liters. Okay, so we waste 6 liters of water in one flush, okay? So you basically, you flush it one and 6 liters of water is wasted. That boy...
Ma'am, was that boy at the time of Indus Valley? Because at the time of Indus Valley, the toilet was invented by India.
Yeah, no, so he was not president in the Indus Valley, but in 2012 he won the International Global Science Fair Award by Google, okay? And the prize was they get to do internship with Google, Lego, and one more big company. But all all the laurels aside, so he saved 50% of water, from 6 liters to 3 liters he came down. And he got featured in the United Nations SDG goal video. I mean, I think that's brilliant. A 16-year-old boy,
Alfia ma'am, I want them to now tell me one thing they liked about Sanne. This person would come in on conferences. So I just had attended a conference where Michelle Obama was invited and Sanne was speaking there. I'm just like, one of the 300 guests who cannot unmute, he cannot say, I'm one of them just listening. But she's a speaker there at that program. That is, what do you learn? Just I don't want to like preachy thing. What is the one thing you really liked about this lady? One, I want to ask you. Number two, my dream is what I didn't do. I want each one of the things before you turn to 16 or at least 20 or 18 years, I want you to go outside India on scholarships, on travels. I mean, go anywhere, go to NASA, go to Europe, go to Sri Lanka, no country is small. This is a dream I'm giving you. I mean, my golden sparrows, you're sparrows here. You're not ants.
Very true. You are bound to fly. Come on.
Yes. So tell me about Sanne. I mean, you start, Alfia. Just tell me, guys, tell me what is one thing you were impressed with her? Who wants to go? Ahmed, go ahead.
She made a school. It was such a creative idea to make a school in a garden which looked like very nice.
Okay, Abdullah says that. Good. Alfia, take over. Go push them. I'll take a back seat.
Go ahead. Yes, yeah.
And she traveled to so many countries and make it sustainable.
Okay, so she traveled to different countries. Yes. Okay. Who else? What is one thing that you learned from her? Come on. Or one thing you loved about her?
Ma'am, the way she left everything behind, the Western culture and everything, and she went to the jungle.
Very true. Now, how many of you all have changed your mind of going to the West after this session? We had a lot of people who wanted to go to US, so I think we still do. No, it's so you know this. There's wisdom in travel, I believe. You know, the more you travel, the more wiser you get, the more you learn. Okay, so I am a big time fan of traveling. You know, one thing that I would put my money into is travel. Definitely.
Ma'am,
So
but how will you get so much money, ma'am?
I learn it. I learn it through hard work. Don't worry. Okay. So she has traveled
Ma'am,
to
I
20
can give you
countries.
one solution.
Go ahead.
For Europe, you can take a euro. I don't know how much money do they take, but you can travel the whole Europe by euro.
Awesome. You know, I had a friend who made her budget of 1 or 2 lakhs, and she traveled entire. I mean, she had a mini tour of Europe. You know, and she was just 20, and I was like, how even in the world did you do that? She was like, she would walk where, you know, she would save money on small things, like instead of hailing a cab she would walk it out, you know. And the towns over there are there are these small towns where which are linked with lanes and all, so cycle around the European
Europe, you
countries.
cycle a lot in Europe. And Safia, you know, all of you, Abdullah, they're asking, do a work where people invite you. See, I'm not saying that you should just wait for people to invite you, but your work should be such that people pay for your tickets and call you to hear you out. That's the kind of work you have to do. Of course, you may have to travel on your own money, but then your work should make you travel. Why are the M&Ms and Amina so quiet? Go ahead, I want to hear them also. Umar, Ibrahim, what did you learn? What Sanne impressed you with?
Never give up on your dreams.
Okay, what's your dream, Munib? You should have a dream
A
before giving up, right?
footballer.
Okay, all right. Amina,
Footballer,
Rushda.
see, Munib is already a green man, sir.
Yeah, he's all on football.
He'll be on turf all the time.
Yes. Amina,
Greenery
Amina's
right there. Yeah.
But
okay.
that's a man-made test.
Inspiration to travel. Okay.
No matter what happens, we should not stop. For us,
Yeah,
new
right.
habits, we should not stop.
Save the planet.
I haven't heard Muazzam Muhammadi. Come on.
Eminem, go ahead, Mohammed Mohammadi.
The building, the school building.
Okay. So Mudabbir will make a corner in WeWork if we go there, a complete green corner. We'll do that.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, so these M&Ms, these M&Ms, they really, I mean, they will come up with something, you know, don't be surprised. When I say innovators, they'll be the mastermind of that innovation team, you know. I just have this feeling.
Sakleen, Rushda, that mischievous look on her face. Come on, Rushda, what did you learn? I you know, there's only one girl whose leg I pull, it's her.
Is that right?
I'm just giving back what she does.
Everybody
I'm just giving back what she does to Khadija.
Oh.
Go ahead, Rushda and Sakleen. Go tell me. I want to hear you out, guys.
What you learn from?
No one?
Like she said, no, enjoy the life beyond technology. That I like.
Nice.
Wow. Yes, she definitely said enjoy the life beyond technology. Very true. Mohammed Mohammadi, tell me, one thing that inspired you, one thing you enjoyed, or one thing you learned from her. Come on.
All right, what I'm going to do is, I think you want to be with Alfia ma'am. I'll let you be together with her. Alfia ma'am, this is. I think they have a 4-day holiday after this. I've taken the Shruti ma'am's class. They're happy for that. But go ahead, you know, talk to them, and I'll leave you with your kids.
Thank you so much.
Puri's class now. Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. Let's do maja. Yes, tell me, guys. Okay, so you know what? I always wanted this time wherein I am there with the kids on in very informal setting. It's not a lecture that you have to attend, and I'm not talking and sharing PowerPoints with you. Okay, so you guys tell me this question I wanted to ask, and I got inspired. How can we make SDG fun? Come on, brainstorm. You guys tell me.
Ma'am, it's already fun. We don't want to make it more fun. Ma'am, it's already fun.
We can
Classes online on SDG.
Sorry, okay, one thing. Abdullah Saqib is happy with what he has. Okay, so Abdullah, we respect that. Rushda, go ahead. What did you say?
we can act like the lockdown never existed and have fun everywhere.
We can act like the lockdown never existed. Okay,
Problem
that's one point.
can't exist.
What? We can pretend though. We can be these funny comedians.
After the lockdown, more field trips and tours in SDG.
Boy, you have no idea. Okay, field trips
More
and
than
tours.
science, more than English.
More than science, more than English. Okay. Yes.
SDG
Yes.
should have the most.
Alright. Yeah.
Means make projects and activities and can and means show how means SDG works around the world.
Perfect. Okay. Now, yeah.
Alfia ma'am,
Yes,
show
go
more
ahead.
videos.
Alfia ma'am, listen to me, don't listen to me.
Nice.
Alfia ma'am,
Tell
we
me.
can go out and then after lockdown and then we can purposely get lost so that we get a big adventure and then in the adventure we can plant trees and then again come to home safe.
Got it.
Ma'am, only
Adventure.
she will
Yes.
get lost.
Keep quiet. I'll get lost myself. All right. I want points from everybody. Come on, guys. Show videos.
Yes.
Okay.
Analyze and prepare quizzes.
Analyze and prepare quizzes. Okay. Let me ask you this question on a very interpersonal level. Okay, I'm asking you
Ma'am,
this. Yeah.
Ibrahim is using big words, ma'am. Analyze.
बच्चा बड़ा हो गया यार. Come on. Give him space. Okay.
As Daud uncle told, he and his mother are gold medal speakers. Ma'am, we will go to a SDG field trip.
Okay, field trips. Yes, I've written it down. SDG field trips. Okay, let me ask you one thing. What is fun for you?
Watching movies.
English. Ma'am,
Watching movies related to
English.
they're telling going field trips, but now that there is lockdown, who's going to go now? But when will it finish? No one knows.
Going to picnic.
Playing.
Playing is
No,
fun for
ma'am.
you. Okay.
Ma'am, riding cycle.
Cycling is fun. Okay.
I like to play football.
Football, definitely. And
Traveling and exploring.
traveling.
Who would never
Ice
take us to
skating.
play football?
Ma'am,
Ice skating. Ma'am, ice skating.
with TV on and we have lots of chips. That is fun for me.
Ah, binge watching. You are me, I am you. Even I love binge watching.
Eat chocos.
Chokers,
You
yes.
bunk the school half of the year.
Yes, the opposite.
I bunk.
I'm a jewelry is opposite.
I'm a
Takes
teacher.
adventures.
I can't bunk. Keep quiet.
बना कर दूं?
Eminem, what's fun for you?
Playing and sitting in front of the computer.
Like right now, so you are enjoying your time.
Not like this, but something like
Not right now. Why? Sitting in front of the computer. Okay. You computer geeks. Okay. Yes, Ahmad, what's fun for you? I would want to hear from you. Amina.
I'm watching bright side videos.
Right side videos. Wow. Yes, Ahmad.
Soccer.
Eh?
Football.
Soccer. I heard stalker. I was like, why? Stalker? Okay. Humera. Amina, come on, tell me what's fun for you? What is your idea of fun? Come on.
And there is making videos.
Amina making videos because she has a YouTube channel. Is that fun for you, Amina?
No, ma'am, I like to sleep.
What can I say except welcome? Even I love sleeping, Amina.
Innovate and experiment things and invent something on SDG.
Even we should already book your tickets
Ma'am,
to
even
United
I like to
Nations.
play
I
with
think we should
cousins.
already book his tickets to United Nations because this boy is going places.
Ma'am, I like to travel. I like to play football. I like to play all types of sports. And I like to play with cousins and friends.
Okay, make new
And
things.
even likes
Innovate,
to
innovate.
sleep and Yes.
Ma'am, that was for Mandela, especially for Farhana.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same, ma'am.
All right. Hamdan, how about you? Horse riding. Horse riding. Perfect. Hamdan, I really want you to.
Trip to Panchgani, please. We will. That you see that brown.
Ma'am, I'm going to my farm today.
Yeah, here we are not able to go to the kirani ki dukan, and there you are roaming whole India.
Ma'am,
Sometime Gujarat,
Alfia
sometime
ma'am.
farm. What
Alfia
are you
ma'am.
trying to do? Yes.
Tomorrow we are going to a trip with my nani nanu to Khandala.
Ma'am, मैंने तो अभी तक घर के बाहर कदम भी नहीं रखा हूँ.
How are you guys? I am stuck in the house from the past 6 months. I am not able to meet my friends. I am not able to eat in the restaurants that I like. Boya! How dare your mother let you go? She's not giving us
Today is
certificate to play
Muharram's
soccer.
first day, ma'am. We are ordering from out. Today is Muharram's first day. Happy New Year.
Ma'am, the roaming around full.
Yes!
Happy.
I would love to show it, yeah. Okay. Anything else?
We can work with chemicals and elements.
Oh.
That is for science, ma'am.
Why? Why only science?
Obviously, I want to
Teach us
listen.
that, ma'am. You will teach us that.
For engineering also.
I can.
Taking
Ma'am, in
sulfuric
online, how will
acid.
you teach us that?
ठीक है, then English में we'll do that, ma'am.
I will bring. Definitely.
What
Don't
now? How
worry.
are we going to do this?
Ma'am,
in
you will
online,
bring,
ma'am?
but how will we bring, ma'am?
Find a way to play online.
Yes.
Share us a link so we can play with friends.
She will give it to us.
Courier. तब भी आता नहीं.
Courier. Fundraisers. Wow, I love it. Charity events. Okay, let me ask you this question. You know, I'm making notes, you know. See, I'm learning from you. This is your session. You are teaching me now. Let me ask you this question. Out of the 70, let me share my screen. Okay. I'll show you a picture. Out of the 17 SDG goals, SDGs, basically, which one is your favorite? You have to pick any one, okay? The most favorite, okay? You think it inspires you, it makes you want to work towards it. 1 minute. Golden Sparrow. Yeah.
Ma'am, you tell 1 minute and take 30 seconds, and if you tell 1 second and you take 1 minute.
Eh? Boya, what are you trying to say? I don't understand.
Farhana, I can see Abdullah.
Ma'am, he's trying to say that it's.
Oh, no.
What?
Ma'am,
He's trying to say that
you take
if you
one.
take 30 seconds, no, if you say 1 minute, you take 30 seconds, and if you say 1 second, you take 1 minute.
Okay.
You take 1 minute.
Keeping aside whatever
Ma'am,
that
theatre
means.
party. Book a theatre only for golden sparrows.
And
We will watch movie on that.
it's your movie. We'll play the movie that Mandela's made, okay? We'll have a script premiering over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, come on. We'll start. I'll take one child. Everybody has to tell me your favorite SDG. Come on, go ahead.
Ma'am, I like life on land.
I like 17. Partnership.
Number 4.
4. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. 17 is the best.
17 is the best. Okay.
Ma'am, I like.
Partnership for the goals. You have to work on all goals. That one.
Ma'am, disabled annotations.
Okay.
May have.
17, ma'am.
I'll say ma'am.
Ma'am,
All right.
opposite of me.
Opposite? Yeah?
Julia is opposite.
Why?
He likes 15, I said 17. Look.
So that's
Always
not opposite.
That's not opposite.
Look, if she says life on land, I have to say some other thing she has to say.
She has her own opinions, na, Safia?
Yes,
I know, ma'am.
Okay. Umar, Eminem, what's your
She just
favorite?
want to speak anything. She just loves to speak.
Look,
I know. I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you, Juveri, on this point. You know, in English class, ask her classmates. I am not saying this. She keeps on talking. She just keeps on talking. You have to tell her, Safia, stop. Safia, stop. Okay, Ahmad and Rushda, what's your favorite goal?
Ma'am, it's Sophia is turning 17, so
I mean,
I am
I'm
also
not
taking
favorite
17.
basically. I mean, anything that interests you out of
Ma'am,
these
I can't
17.
see any SDG. Ma'am, I can't see any SDG that one.
Where? Why can't you see?
I can't. Because there is nothing, just animal pictures.
Yes, ma'am. There are just photos. We can't see the picture. Click on the SDG icons, ma'am.
Keep quiet. 1 minute. Now, can you see?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Goal number 4, quality education.
Goal number 4, quality education. Agreed. Yes. Let me see. Zero hunger. Very good. Goal number 2. Okay.
17.
17. Okay.
Gender equality, goal number 5.
Don't you think all are important?
My gender equality.
That's why, ma'am, I told 17.
That's why.
Right.
I wrote in the chat.
Okay. So how about this? An idea popped up in my mind. How about you take one of the SDG classes? Yeah. You have to teach
Ma'am, what
on
we
any
have
one
to do?
SDG goal. You have to teach.
Ma'am, partnership for the goal and she'll teach on life and lunch.
Ma'am, I
You
didn't
कोई भी
say.
class करेगा.
Ma'am, I didn't say anything.
You.
Okay. Okay. We have two sisters having a banter over who will teach
Ma'am,
what.
life on land.
Life on land. Okay. So Omar, you want to take a right SDG class on life on land? No. Why? Why? Anybody volunteering from Mandela for teaching an SDG? SDG, honestly. Okay, now this is just getting boring. Okay, so I will leave now. Bye-bye. Take care. No problem. We are ending it soon. Thank you so much, Writians, for joining in. And I truly feel that you must have learned something. Henceforth, I'm going to work hard to make SDG more interesting and fun. And you can give your inputs. Just know anything that you feel that, ma'am, you need to add this in your SDG class. Oh, ma'am, this needs to be there. We'll have more fun and we'll be able to relate it more. Go ahead. You are free to share your opinions and ideas with me. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Annyeong.
Hello.
Adios.